Okay, hi there, Mark here, and you are tuning in to session number 18 of the Epic Personal Trainer podcast. Now, at Invictus, we have had trainers join us from all sorts of backgrounds, and many trainers have come from a more corporate type position in an area that relates to, an area of study from their college or university days. And for a lot of trainers that we interview these days, more and more are coming from a corporate position, and they really want to make a change to follow their passion, become a trainer, but they're often not really sure how to go about it. So I thought in today's session, having helped quite a few trainers make this move, I would give you some tips around all of this. So the first thing that you need to decide on is if you really want to make this switch to personal training. It is a big decision. You might have spent most of your life studying and working in an area where you currently have your position, and now you're going to be giving it all up. So don't take it lightly. To help you think about this, I wanted to give you some pros and cons and some of the best and worst things about working as a personal trainer. So let's start with the good stuff. So first up is you get to follow your passion. All right, a lot of trainers get into this field as they have this love for training and the lifestyle that it brings that created for them, and they want more. They want more time in the gym, more time around like-minded people, and they want to immerse themselves in the whole thing. And when you're doing something you love, then, it's never going to feel like work. And I think most people, to be honest, would prefer working in a gym than an office. Now, working as a personal trainer is great because every day is a little bit different. You have a different mix of clients with different goals and all having different challenges. Also personal training is a very social job. You meet new people all the time in a much better environment than maybe, hanging around a water cooler and a stuffy office or even a cubicle. Now, next up is that you really get to make an impact and a direct, visible, real-time impact with your clients. You get to help people become a better version of themselves, and you see them achieve these milestones and learn and master new skills and gain new perspectives. And as a trainer, that's a really amazing feeling when those things happen. So it's a really rewarding job to have. And that's one of the big reasons why so many people are looking to make that change. Now, depending on what type of trainer you are, you can have a lot of flexibility with your working hours. So this flexibility becomes more possible the more successful you get, because they'll be willing to work around you and your schedule rather than the other way around. And, that other way around is you chasing clients, working at any hours you can get a client or traveling here and there. And, that's a common trap that a lot of trainers fall into at the beginning. So being able to work on your own terms, even if it is after a while, not at the beginning getting started, but after a while, something you'll never be able to do in the corporate world. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing is perfect, and personal training definitely is not. But you can probably kiss goodbye to all the benefits your large corporation gave you, like health insurance or even free food, which some places have. You need to start taking care of your own health insurance and investments, all on your own from now on. And if you're a freelance trainer, you can add in all your taxes. And trust me, that is truly, completely boring. But, it is really important, essential, important. You have to do it. So sometimes you'll work yourself too hard. You're not going to take time off. And not because you're not allowed or you can't take days off. It's because you'll feel this responsibility to your clients and you don't want to let them down. So when you're starting off as well, you'll get clients that you really do not like spending time with. They're going to skip sessions, they'll be late paying you, and they're going to waste a lot of your time and your effort. Now, there are ways to prevent this from happening, but nothing is 100% foolproof. And new trainers especially never think of these things and how to avoid them when they're starting off, because, why would you? Now, for some reason, a lot of trainers seem to think that they're going to work with athletes, celebrities, and beautiful people, really good-looking clients that are all really driven and have no obstacles or issues or resistance to the process of reaching their own goals. 99% of your work as a personal trainer is none of that. I know it sounds silly, but that's the reality of it, and this is where you really learn the trade as a trainer, because most of your clients, they're definitely not going to be athletes, probably middle-aged, probably overweight. They are going to have a lot of obstacles issues, whether it's health issues or mindset issues or anything like that. There's always going to be resistance to the process, but it's your job as a coach, right? You are a coach and you're there to help find solutions and support them through this to overcome those obstacles and issues that they might have. Now, the one part of becoming a trainer that probably matters the most and prevents most people from making the switch from corporate to personal trainer is you're going to earn less in the early days than your corporate job that you've had for like maybe 5 years. But let's be honest, you expecting the same kind of cash in a new area where you are basically a fresher again is not really going to happen and shouldn't be expected. And this is what scares many people into not doing it. Because first off, you are starting all over again and you're doing it with less money. So it can be pretty scary if you don't have a good amount of savings to cover those first few months. So here is a way to do it that has worked for many trainers over the last 10 years. And to be honest, it's not difficult. It will take time and it will take quite a bit of work, but it should all be worth it at the end. So first off, you need to find your magic number, right? Your magic number is basically what you need to earn each month to take care of all your basic needs with a little bit on top just in case. So your rent, your EMIs, your food, travel, electricity bills, all that kind of stuff. So let's say you're a single girl or guy, because this is a little bit more complex if you are married with kids, right? So you're single, you're living alone, and your magic number is, we'll just say 20,000 rupees, okay? So here's what I recommend if, you can't find a position that pays you that much from day one. So the first way that you can do this is to start working part-time around your current job, right? Give yourself a couple of months with the aim of handing your notice in after 1, 2, or 3 months. But set yourself a deadline, right? Either way, whatever that number is, because the whole process can and probably will drag on if you don't. Start off trying to get people that are already in your network, like friends and family, that can be paying clients and help get you started. That way you can build some confidence and you can start earning money towards that 20K that you need to reach your magic number. Now, this extra, remember, you save that cash. This is extra cash, right? Bonus money that you do not need right now. So keep it aside and keep it safe. So while you're doing this, you are going to be working some long hours, 2 jobs basically for a while. Just keep in mind, it will be worth it. Now, as you build your client base, use referrals and go back and check out session number 17, which is all about referrals. And by the time you hand your notice in and quit your full-time job, you'll hopefully be earning the right amount you need to meet all those basic needs. You've got everything covered, okay? Plus, with that extra you've earned that you've been keeping aside, you also have that little bit of cushion. Now, once everything is in place, you've given up your job, you now have extra time to continue working as a trainer or looking for a position in a gym. And that's it. Like I said, pretty simple, but not easy. You just need to get started with a couple of clients so you can start earning an extra 20K a month or whatever your magic number is. So when you make that switch, you have your expenses covered. And in the meantime, that extra cash you had has been saved and you can use it as a cushion. Now, when you finish off your previous job, all that time gets freed up. You can start building your client base. And if you want to, you can do the same thing, but your part-time work can also be employed in a gym. So you need to move from being a part-time trainer into being a full-time trainer once you give up your job. And you can keep it all within the same gym, under the same roof, keeping the same clients, and you can build from there. So to do that, you just need to look for a good gym somewhere in your area that will be willing to work with you in this way. And, it's something we've done with many trainers over the years in Invictus. In fact, we're doing it right now with a new trainer called Deva. So shout out to you, Deva. So these are 2 ways that you can make the change and go from your corporate job to a full-time trainer living your passion. Like I said, it takes some long hours. It takes some patience, especially at the beginning, but it will all be worth it. And it'll be worth it because one of the best things about being a trainer is there isn't really any limit to what you can do if you're good at it. If you want to charge more, earn more money, you can increase your prices. You can work on filling your calendar. You can create a team, open a studio. You can reach scale by training online and slowly, get into a better place that would take you years to do in the corporate world. But you need a raise, go get another client or increase your prices. You can easily earn more than waiting for that kind of annual increment each year. At Invictus, we've regularly had trainers earn more than their previous corporate jobs within 2 or 3 months. Within a year, they're generally far beyond what their previous package was. It is tough, but it will be worth it if you know that you're making the right decision in the first place. All right, I hope that session has been helpful for you today. That's it from me. But actually, before I leave you, if you could be so kind, please go ahead and leave a review on your favorite podcast listening app. It will get some algorithm love so that more and more people can discover the show. And if you like this session, take a screenshot and share it on social media. And don't forget to tag me. My Instagram handle is @MarkDevani, so I can also reshare that. And if this or any other session might help, a friend, a teammate, batchmate, or colleague, please share it with them so that we can help as many trainers as possible be successful. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll notify you every time a new session is released so you do not miss a thing. All right, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next session.